You ever noticed how your mind kind of quiets down when you step into a forest? It's not just your imagination. There's real biological and spiritual reasons why this happens. Today, I want to explore why the forest calms us down so deeply and why humans find so much peace. They find a place to connect with the divine or the sacred, whatever you want to call it in your spiritual belief, your journey in life. You may have heard of forest bathing. This is some research that was done out of Japan. And what they did is they took these executives out in the woods and they measured their blood before, measured their blood afterwards. What they found was that there's these chemicals released by the trees. Certain trees release these photon sides. Basically, it's smelly chemicals, right? That our bodies are absorbing, and then it's affecting us. In this case, it's affecting us in a positive way. They had reduced cortisol levels. So this is your stress hormone. And, they slept better. Their antiviral activities were increased. So their immune system was boosted. And, if you really think about it, humans have been, we've been in nature 99.999% of our existence, living outside, not in houses, not in cars, not in air conditioning, not with synthetic carpeting and drywall and plastics. We've been out here, out here with all these lichens. This is pretty cool, actually. Check out these lichens. It's like a huge lichen forest. It looks almost like grass in the middle of the forest. It's a lichen golf course. But, we spent so much time out in the woods, out in Mother Nature, the fields, the streams, the rivers, the forests. Humans been around maybe, 300,000 years ago, they think, in our modern form. And for that last 300,000 years, we've been outside the whole time, for the most part, except for maybe the last couple hundred years. Last little tiny little blip of time, we've been outside in all this. Our bodies have evolved to be out here. We're supposed to be walking. We're like a walking ape, right? Walking, thinking primate. Our blood moves better. Our back is better. Everything is better when you're out here walking. And apparently from the research, your stress levels come down. The thing is, society today, there's all kinds of problems, mental health issues galore. And the reason for that, I believe, is just that we're disconnected. We're disconnected from nature, from each other. There's no more village, no more tribe. There's tribalism, look at politics, but there's no more small community where everybody knows everybody, where you can hand your baby to somebody else and go down to the river. None of that exists anymore. Parents, grandparents, they're on the other side of the country, families ruptured. So one way we can kind of cure these issues is just take ourselves out into nature. That's step number one, is to reconnect with nature. But step number two is to do this with other people, to connect with other people, to make those community relationships again. So I invite you to come on the next hike with us, come on the next journey. For me personally, some of the clearest spiritual moments I've ever had has been deep out in the woods, hours out, hiking quietly by myself. And there's nothing wrong with being by yourself, certainly in the woods. It's certainly very enjoyable. And then you hear a twig kind of snap in the distance and you freeze. What's that? And deer walks by and you're like, oh, okay, cool. And then a minute later, you hear another snap. And then out of the forest in front of you, a big stag with horns comes, antlers comes walking out. And he doesn't pay you no mind because he doesn't hear you. You're not even in his perception. The only thing you can see right now is his nose sniffing. He smells the doe in front of him. You're not part of his reality right now. His reality is one track focused. He's got to find that female. But just a magical moment, very spiritual. I think everybody deserves to have that. Bottom line here is if you're feeling overwhelmed, stressed, kind of disconnected, one thing you should try is just go out in the woods, find your local park, nature trail, and just go spend 30 minutes there, 40 minutes, an hour, whatever. You don't have to walk. You could just sit and breathe, read a book, whatever, put the phone away. Try to listen to the wind or hear the birds. watch nature. And I know it sounds a little cheesy, but there's something magical that really happens to people when this happens, when you actually get out there and there's no distractions, no noise, no traffic, no TV, no internet. Just, that's scary for some people, but just you in the woods and all the little creatures and critters and plants and the phytonicides released from the plants, and it really changes people and it can really help you. So if you are stressed, go ahead and give that a try. Look, that's it for now. I want to get to this hike. I'm done with the technology. I'm putting you away and I'm going to go spend some time out here. I mean, this is beautiful. Take a look around for a minute. This is where I'm going to be for the next hour or two, just so I can clear my head. I can get some walking done, get my blood flowing through my feet, ankles. Like, subscribe to the channel. Maybe come on one of our next hiking trips. We do group hikings as well, where we do tours of some of the local parks and communities. We do foraging events. So find more information over at holyspring.org. Join the community and see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.